welcome to this video. So in this video I will tell you about the sliding actions that happen in the hip. So normally our knee and hip, these two parts experience sliding and rubbing. So I will focus on the hip part. So the hip has got the pelvic bone and the femoral head. So they slide this way, but this sliding is not unidirectional, but this sliding is in multi-directional. That means it happens in many ways. So normally we define this the sliding between pelvis and the femoral head in three ways. So the first way is where our leg is going backward, so going this way. So here the pelvic bone and the femoral head is going backward, so there is a sliding here. So this is called extension. And similarly, if I bring this leg to the front, then this is flexion. So extension, flexion. So this is one way of sliding between the femoral head and the pelvic bone. So extension and flexion. I will show you the extension and flexion in side views. So this is extension, this is flexion. Extension, another way the sliding between in the hip happens is sideways, when we move the leg sideways. For example, you imagine you are getting out of the car. In that case you will move your leg sideways. So this is another form of sliding that happens, and this is called adduction and abduction. So when we move outward, then abduction. So this is another way that our hip is moving. So in all these ways the sliding is happening in different way, as you can see. So this is abduction, and when we move this leg inward, again sideways but inward, this is adduction. So this is adduction, this is abduction. So I will show you the same thing in the side way. So this is abduction, this is adduction. So this is another way we move our legs. Another way that we often move our leg is by rotation. That means we rotate our leg inward or outward. So this is simply called rotation. So when we are rotating, then you can imagine the interaction between the pelvic bone and the femoral head is like this way, rotation. So this is rotating inward and rotating outward. So the whole, although the interaction is quite complex, but the whole interaction has been divided into these three parts. So first is extension and flexion. The second one is abduction and adduction. And the third one is rotation, inward rotation and outward rotation. So these are the three ways that we define the sliding action between the pelvic bone and the femoral head. So that's why in bio-tribology we must try to have this multi-directional sliding between our specimens. So for example, if we are conducting it between a pin and a plate, then we must do this kind of multi-directional motion so that our experimental data corresponds to what actually happens in real life. Thank you very much.